Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
Welcome to the 1,804,200,027th K-pop video regarding unpopular opinions. I'm very original, as you can tell. I'm not going to give out a warning, because I want you all to get as mad as possible. You clicked on my video knowing what it would pertain to, so don't be getting your nitty little dirty oppa fingers out to type nonsense in the comments section. Now, let's begin, shall we? Number 1. Super M will flop like a fish taken out of its water tank. Their downfall won't stem from their fans, despite the extravagant claims of boycotting Super M. Rather, it'll be because SM won't manage them correctly, in and out of their respective groups. Also, their aims as a company to gain Western popularity for Super M is plausible, but to go as far calling them the Avengers? That's embarrassing. In my head, the Avengers would be individuals from popular groups tied together as a new collective group. Not 3 members from NCT which the Korean public could care less about, along with Kai who can only bring dancing to the table, because singing or rapping isn't his forte. Also, Taemin was out here making amazing music as a soloist and fits best with his shiny members. Avengers my left ass cheek. But I hope I'm proven wrong. Time will tell. 2. People who create gay ships between members have a special place reserved in the zoo. Not only is it awkward for the members, it's super ironic in general because you're homophobic in reality. But because it's your oppas you've gotten your kitty in a twist and you're watching Korean gay porn in the secrecy of your bedroom on a Saturday night, but then you'll be getting ready for church the following morning. How are you going to ship strangers that have grown up together as a family? Why do y'all sexualize everything they do? Jungkook could be drinking some banana milk and y'all would say, he's drinking gym and semen on V-Live where they can see it. Apart from that, whenever I complain about this, I become the embodiment of homophobia.
How do you know they're not gay?
They ask, and I reply with the fact that all their ideal types have been described as the opposite gender. And if they're gay, they can come out when they're ready. They don't need gay fetishizers pressurizing them to come out. Period.
Period! 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 Period!
Number 3. K-poppies don't give a damn about social issues, such as colorism, racism and cultural appropriation, which goes on within the confines of the Korean music industry. They would rather lick all the built-up dust off their oppa's Nike trainers that he wore to practice every day as a trainee in 2011 than admit that their oppa was wrong for making a derogative comment about black people. K-poppies would rather inhale their unnie's toilet water like it's perfume after stalking them down their hotels than admit that their unnie appropriated Desi culture in the most mocking and degrading form. The day K-poppies will stop whitewashing their fave skin will be the day Blackpink gets a full album twice a year. K-pop fan culture is making extra accounts to like and give surplus support for their faves' Instagram post where they're wearing braids in order to silence and stop black K-pop fans from projecting their concerns about cultural appropriation. Number 4. The baton of toxicity within K-pop fandoms has been passed on down to Blinks. The Blink fandom have recently been acting up as one collectively rabid fanbase, and it's chaotic. Blinks have innate problems within their own fandom, whether it be solo stans or problematic fans that can't mind their own business, so they meddle in other fandoms. I'm obviously not referring to all Blinks, before y'all eat my kneecaps. But a majority of them are becoming a nuisance. Blinks recently went on V-Live and pretended to be armies while sending death and rape threats to Lisa and Rose. They did all that just because they wanted to frame armies in a negative light when they were really the ones under a guise. How unfortunate that Blackpink have fans like that who would go so far. A VIP Blink also recently falsely translated a Korean news segment about YG Entertainment and said that the segment claimed that fans should boycott Blackpink and support BTS, even though what was really said was that fans are boycotting YG Entertainment due to scandals. They're using their huge platforms to purposely misinform and direct hate on other fandoms, which I find incredibly infantile and low. If you're one of those blinks, reevaluate yourself and get a life quickly. Number 4. Yes, I said it. And you can't do shit about it. Anyway, Jimin's voice is unique and endearing. His voice is his specialty that no one could ever replicate. However, I find that during his live concerts, during ballad or slow-paced song performances, he sounds unstable and wobbly, which makes it hard to listen to. I remember when he was singing The Truth Untold at a concert, and when he sang his high note, it sounded very strained and forced. Sometimes he sings really great live in ballad or slow type of songs, other times he's really pushing it, and it sounds forced. I wish he could be consistent with his vocals, but I have to consider the fact that he was performing a whole concert set list for around 2 hours, almost every day during his tour. And I'm not a solo fan, I'm OT7, so all the keyboard warriors can calm it down. Number 5. ARMYs are the most creative fandom, currently. I'm going to say it, I used to be a BTS anti and I disliked ARMYs immensely. This was because I was a bandwagoner, I was a follower of what many people were for and against and couldn't conclude opinions of my own. But now that I've matured more, I've passed that phase of immaturity. After becoming an ARMY, I've seen many creative things that I wouldn't have seen in any other fandom. This ranges from psychological short movies that are produced by ARMYs, educational platforms on social media ran by ARMYs to help students learn aspects they're struggling with, documentary films pieced together by a team of ARMYs to help show BTS's story and how they've come so far, all the way to tribute albums made by a collective of ARMYs from different parts of the world. Despite the other pejorative phrases that are associated with ARMYs, I think this new title is fitting for them. Most creative fandom. Period. You've now reached the end of my video. Don't cry. It's not that serious. If you disagreed, thumbs down. If you agreed, thumbs up. If you want to see more washed up, generic content like this, then subscribe. Bye.